In Twin Falls, Idaho, tonight, multiple people are dead and a number of others hurt after a shooting at an In-N-Out restaurant.
I seen somebody running around with an AR. He put 3 rounds into the windshield of a Tesla. I was like, oh my God.
Wait,
Sorry,
shoot.
sorry.
Just go. Officials say 3 people were killed and at least 7 others injured. Identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams died from a self-inflicted gunshot. His motive still unclear.
In Twin Falls, Idaho, tonight, multiple people are dead and a number of others hurt after a shooting at an In-N-Out restaurant. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Nagy.
And I'm Jory Rand. This is Eyewitness News at 6 on ABC7, Disney Plus, and everywhere you stream. Tonight, police in Idaho say the shooter is dead, but have yet to release many details tonight.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam is live in the newsroom following the very latest. Tim, what have we learned so far from the scene?
Liz, Jory, this was extremely terrifying for the people at the scene. Police in Idaho say the shooter is now dead. Now, a witness captured video of a person pointing a gun. We don't know if this is the gunman or someone trying to help take down the shooter. The attack happened around 4 p.m. local time, just outside the In-N-Out Burger in Twin Falls. Now, the shooting sent people scrambling from the parking lot. We know several people have been treated for injuries during the chaos, but it's not clear how many people were shot or killed by the gunfire. Police confirm the suspect is dead and the threat is now over. The FBI is assisting the police with the investigation. Authorities are working to find out what motivated this shooting. Twin Falls is about 130 miles southeast of Boise and about 75 miles north of the Nevada border. Now, In-N-Out has released a statement on the shooting saying, quote, "We are heartbroken and our prayers go out to our customers, associates, and all of their families." The restaurant chain had just opened there last week. Tim Pulliam, ABC7, Eyewitness News.
So real quick, I saw this on X Saturday, and I was like, what in the hell is going on? Hold on, that wasn't, hold on, let me go proper here. I was like, what in the heck is going on in Twin Falls, Ohio, Idaho? Why is somebody shooting at people? Fuck it. Listen, I seen it on X. I was like, I seen a couple videos of him. Also, I seen the video of the individual, which I'm gonna play a video, which I'm not gonna play. I don't have that, but there's the edited version of that video. So I was like, what is going on? I said, this is a nice Saturday. I think it was right before I got ready to go. I went to the movie Saturday. I went later. I worked out. I took my nap. I got up. I was like, what is going on over there in Idaho? I seen a little 21, I didn't know he was a 21-year-old, but I seen somebody running around with an AR. He put 3 rounds into the windshield of a Tesla. I was like, oh my God. So I'm gonna play y'all the next video and I'm gonna give y'all my full breakdown, my full analysis.
Tonight, new video showing the moment a man stepped in to stop a shooter who opened fire outside this Idaho In-N-Out Burger Saturday afternoon, sending people running for their lives. Shoot. Just go.
Girl.
You see a gunman with an
I see
AR-style
that
rifle
video,
unleashing
like
several
that.
rounds in the drive-thru of the popular fast food chain, which opened just days ago in Twin Falls. Another man then returns fire. Lane Cohen witnessed the shooting from his car. Is he a hero?
Yeah, I would say he definitely distracted the shooter from shooting more people. The shooter was solely focused on him, and it allowed us to get out. The car ahead of me was getting shot.
Police crediting that man and an off-duty state trooper who also returned fire with helping save lives. Officials say 3 people were killed and at least 7 others injured. The president and owner of In-N-Out confirming one of her employees was killed.
You could see an employee trying to carry another person out. She had a gunshot wound to the chest, and he was just screaming her name, tell her, wake up, wake up.
Taxi driver Terry Dudley was shot while charging his car. His son Michael says his father is now intubated in the hospital.
He's in pretty rough shape. I haven't been able to talk to him.
Tonight, officials say the gunman, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died from a self-inflicted gunshot. His motive still unclear.
Dana's joining us now from Twin Falls. And late tonight, Dana, we heard from police praising those who jumped into action to try to stop this attacker.
That's right, Hallie. Tonight, police commending the heroic actions of that off-duty state trooper and citizen, saying they most certainly saved lives here. We're also learning new information about the survivors. 5 remain hospitalized, 2 of them listed in critical condition.
Dana Griffin, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
First of all, prayers up to the families, the victims of this senseless attack. Okay, senseless shooting seems very random. And it seems something there's 2 different types of mass shootings, right? This is a very random, right? This is random because to see like the mass shootings that happen in the hood, they're more drive-bys, right? See, 3 can get shot and killed, 7 get injured, no suspects. Okay. All right. So work with me, right? In this community, in Twin Falls, this tight-knit community, listen, this is random. White people do when they do crimes against humanity, right? A lot of times it's crimes against humanity, and they just pick a random day. This was a Saturday. Then he should have been out enjoying the Spider-Man movie, the new Spider-Man movie. It's breaking all types of records. The Odyssey is out. It's smashing all types of records. Tom Holland getting it. Well, I can't say his wife's name. My man, John Berthal, listen, if they run it up and get into the bag, okay, Matt Damon, he's doing his thing and all that. Everybody, the movies are back. The movie caters are back. In-N-Out, I love In-N-Out. Shout out to In-N-Out. I had me some In-N-Out when I was it wasn't Vegas, it was Texas. Dallas, Texas, I had an In-N-Out. Yeah, shout out, listen, get them a hand clap. Man. Great over there, right? And they just opened this place up. They just opened it up and it's packed. It's packed. And you, sir, what's her name? Chad Myers? Hold on. Matter of fact, let's do a Google search. Okay, listen. Because now you in infamy. Okay, we gonna get to it, right? Because I'm gonna tell you the difference between what's the difference between communities like this and Black communities, right? When shootings take place, okay. When shootings take place, first of all, the people out there videoing it, right? They got no survival instincts. I'm not going to be recording no damn gunshot. He's pointing a gun at me. Get your ass out of there. No, get out of there. I saw some of the stuff from the Seattle Bites shooting. I'm like, come on, y'all. It's gunfire. Run. The guy's car in front of me getting shot up. That's so cute to back up out of there. You need to get up out of there. Okay. And that's first and foremost. I'm trying to figure out what his name is. Chad. I don't know why I'm calling this. Chad Williams. Oh man, listen, why you gotta be Chad? Because people sometimes they call me Chad. I'm like, my name ain't Chad, it's Chaz. So Chad Williams, 24-year-old, right? Fed up with life. His girlfriend left him. He has no friends. He has no way in life. And so he decides to grab his AR and go out and on a nice Saturday, summer day, to go out and shoot people. So he gonna ruin people's Saturday afternoon, Saturday, to go see Spider-Man and go see the Odyssey and get them some good ass food from the In-N-Out burger. I don't have another, but I gotta find another. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'm sorry. How did you have to go ruin these people Saturday afternoon? You got one man, listen, his dad, this guy's father, he said, I don't know where. Okay, this guy right here. His name is Michael Dudley. His dad is in ICU fighting for his life. 2 other people, or part of those 2 people, is fighting for their life, right? They don't know the update of the woman that got shot in the chest. Prayers up. She's doing, she's pulling through for us. Pulling through, right? Like, why? And I got an article here, and they still do not know. They're trying to figure out the motive. A lot of times, man, these people just, they just pick and it's so bad. Like, why you gotta be so random? Why I don't know why listen, I'm gonna get to my point of what I was saying. And shout out to the active duty. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm just reading my article. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at right quick. Right. This is insane. I'm trying to can't get no good food. I heard the Chick-fil-A closed down early. Jesus chicken shops. Jesus chicken couldn't take it. Okay, so what I'm reading here is because there was some misinformation hours later after the Sunday press conference, Twin Falls Police Department issued a statement to correct the record that a man with the same name as the suspect was not involved in the shooting. We have been made aware of at least one individual with the same name as the suspect, who is an active duty member, is now being harassed and falsely accused of being the shooter. Shame on y'all. Stop that. Stop that. This individual is not the suspect and is not involved in this incident, they said. It says we ask the public to avoid making assumptions, posting accusations. It's just a problem with social media. It's one thing somebody get video footage of it, but then you start you adding on other stuff that let the investigators do the investigating, okay? Sharing unverified information can cause harm to innocent people and their families. Twin Falls says Falls is hosting a candlelight visual at 9 p.m. Tuesday in honor of the deceased and wounded victims. The city is postponing an event it has scheduled for Tuesday night to make room for the vigil. All right. Twin Falls has said the restaurant is caught in the middle of a shooting. It had just opened on July 24th as part of the California-based burger chain expansion into Idaho. And I want to visit Idaho. I did a feel-good story in Idaho, East Idaho. With a population around 56,000 people, the city is located about 130 miles east of Boise. They don't have no motive. I don't believe in this article that I'm reading that they have an motive. They continue to investigate. So it says an off-duty state trooper and an armed citizen fired at witness as the incident unfolded, diverting him from the restaurant in efforts that likely saved lives. Jordan Solis, I hope I'm saying his name right, 35, was the bystander who flew into action. Way to go. The Attorney General, Raul Lavender, thanked Solis and the off-duty police officer for their bravery in challenging the gunman. Shout out to them. Let me give them a hand clap. Hold on, give them a hand clap. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to get to my civic. I'm going to get into it, right? All right. Unfortunately, lost an employee. They in and out. They did lose an employee in this. So right now they're still investigating it. So there's no motive yet. It's pure to be random, but you never know when these kind of situations happen. Nothing just feels random. Nothing. All right. So here's my thing. All right. The people, y'all, everybody video recording, right? If it's a shooting going on right now, I think y'all need to be trying to put y'all phones down and retreat. Okay. Glad I got the footage, but get up out of there. Okay. Secondly, in the black community or in some black communities, right? If this was Chicago, they all got, listen, in this community, there was like 72 phone calls that were made to the 911 dispatcher. There was like 160 videos that went outline. They already had search warrants. This suspect knew the rope. He knew the thing. He either had to give himself up or he had to take himself out, right? They already had a search warrant, right? They was already on it, right? This community said, no way. You not going, no, not here, not now. We already knew who the suspect was, all that, right? They were on it. Black community, even the shooters over there, the killers over there, they got switches and everything. That's why I always say we protect the worst among us. These people over here, they say, hell no. Nope. No, he lived right over there. He did it. Listen, the parents told too. They was like, no, listen, my Chad Williams, he did it. Yeah. They had warrants and everybody was on the scene. They was on it. In Chicago, nah, man, listen, they'll have a visual. Then they'll be talking about some cops, do your job. Defund the police, but do your job. And then they'll be like, tonight, we're still, the family is still looking for answers and whatnot. And in this devastating tragedy, it should be open shut. Guys got all the YNs in the hood, got all the switches in the world. And if some stuff went down over there, they ain't finna do nothing about it. Oh, they'd be like that, man. That white boy crazy. Oh, no, he probably got bombs and stuff. But you gonna be big and bad. You supposed to be brazen, right? But yeah, listen, this is very unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Again, this Chad Williams, he ruined the Saturday afternoon for a lot of people and the rest of their week, right? The rest of their week, probably, we in August now, the rest of their summer is gone, right? Because you decided to shoot 10 people and kill 3 of them. For whatever reason, we don't know. I made up my assumptions on what is going on, because in these situations, hey, you can narrow it down to something, right? It's got to be not doing well, not what you need. One and one, you're 24, you're supposed to be broke, you're supposed to have it all figured out, right? And when you don't have it all figured out, your mind, you don't need to have, your mind shouldn't go to be, let me commit crimes against humanity. Okay. Let me just go randomly, let me pick my gun up and go randomly shoot some people. What is wrong with you? Go get you a job. Go get your job job. Your job is not to be a public nuisance. Your job is to shoot people up. Okay. Go get you, maybe the place I don't know. Maybe you got mad because the In-N-Out place didn't hire you. You put your application in 6 months ago and they were supposed to get you an interview. You're supposed to be the manager, whatever it is, right? But there's no reason. I'm not saying that we don't know the motive. Just again, it's just my opinion. I'm giving you my thoughts of what. And if that's fine, man, listen, it's rejection. That happens. Listen, your girl she didn't want to go with you. She didn't want to take, that's fine, man. That's just one woman. You ain't gotta tear down the lives of other people because things are not going your way. I have things that don't go my way, but I don't have no reason to go out there and commit crimes of selfishness and crimes against humanity. I don't. Okay. I don't have it in me. No, I don't. Right? My man Michael Dudley listen, my prayers are with his family and whatnot. Because listen, man, this young man is hurting, man. You trying to take his papa from him. What did papa do to you? What did the In-N-Out worker who lost her life, what did she do to you? Huh? Chad Williams? Oh, that's right. We came for you because you took yourself out. Anything else? Listen, my questions is, listen, and even for the off-duty people, they was like, okay, this is the day. I'm gonna spring into action. They be ready, man. They listen, people don't be playing, like, especially down in Texas, they don't play. Listen, they say, no, not this community. You know, a community of 56,000 people, you not know. Now it's a community that's got 58,597 people right now. Thanks to you. Thanks to Chad Williams. The community got they got 3 people less than they had before. Listen, man. Listen. My question is, questions I have is, did the combined return fire from the off-duty officer and the armed bystander align with regional active shooter neutralization protocols? In other words, listen, and I don't have to answer these questions, right? In a situation like that, listen, because if it was me and I had mines and listen, they did what they had to do. That's what you want. Citizens with guns who are licensed gun owners or who are registered gun owners, who are law-abiding citizens, right? They're not looking, the thing about that kind of stuff, they're not looking to use their gun. Obviously, the off-duty officer is always going to keep his or her theirs on them because they're law enforcement. But of course, private citizens as well. But we don't hear too much going on in Idaho anyway. That's a great thing. I'm not saying they don't have homicides, but when something happens in Idaho, especially in towns like this, all the news agencies converge on it. It becomes they already writing the story to get it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie script, right? Because not a lot of things happen in Idaho, in Twin Falls, Idaho, or Boise, Idaho, right? And that's a great thing, right? But the people, it's a great thing because guess what? The people don't have nothing but time there to prepare themselves for things like this. So when something pops off, they're not hesitating. Oh no, this ain't going down in my community. Pop, pop. They seen it. They seen how it happens around the country. They said, no, Twin Falls is not gonna fall today. Okay, is not gonna fall today. He said, yep. What's that man name? What's the citizen? I just need the first name. First name. What's the trying to find this? I just had his name. I just thanked him. Dang, man. Jordan. Yeah, man. Jordan, listen, man. Jordan was like, he leaned, he listened, yeah, he leaned, he's like, pew. That's it. My man, he had the time, the training, it kicked in. He didn't think about it. He didn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate. Listen, they said, like the Bible say, the greatest gift is to lay down one's life for one's friends. And that's what that man did today. They put down suppressing fire, and there was enough time for all the bystanders, for everybody, for all the first responders and all that. They were the original first responders. They were the original first responders, right? And again, my thoughts and prayers is in my heart for all those people, even the ones even those two individuals as well, because not everybody, that's not the thing they woke up and thought about. That's the thing. When you wake up in the morning, you didn't think when you went to your favorite In-N-Out place that you was gonna be leaving there in a gun, you was gonna get into a gun battle, that you was gonna have to use it. Because that's the last resort. My last question to the people says, how did the active shooter acquire? I don't know. Listen, it was like, listen, how did the active shooter acquire the AI style rifle? Were there prior any mental or criminal red flags logged? We don't know. They're still investigating it. I don't know. More likely, he's 24 years old. Listen, you can buy any firearm that you legally can own. The weapon ain't the problem. Yeah, you want to kind of go into background checks and stuff like that. It's a different conversation. But he may not have no prior. He probably had no prior anything. He had no. We don't know. We don't know. But in these cases, when they figure out, might he have some kind of diary, once they get the warrant. Sorry, make sure my oral communication skills, presentation skills is immaculate. Once they get the search warrants, right? They start researching the documents, and then, bam, once they figure it all out, more likely, something's gonna come out about, hey, this AR weapon was purchased legally. A lot of times when white people, and white people, like in this case, when they do it, they legally buy their stuff. They rarely, when they drive 100 miles across the country to do it, they purchase it in Utah. They might have got a problem with you legally purchase the firearm. I think it's just my problem, like a lot of gun owners, is like that you decide to use your firearm on your fellow countrymen. That's that, and especially for no particular reason or not. You just picked a random selfish reason to do it. That's what draw our eyebrows. That's what a lot of proponents of the Second Amendment, that's what draw our eyebrows up. Really? Really? They feel like they already trying to take the guns from us, whatever, and all that. I know it's always that, but it's, come on, man. So I roll my eye up to it, because I know people, I'm pretty sure that if I turn on CNN, or they probably talked about it and all that stuff like that, and they gonna make a put. Oh man, this is his own incident. It's just a lot of times in these cases when this stuff happened, listen, people bought their stuff legally, and if there were any red flags, it probably wasn't nothing to go on. And it just went on, and then eventually he just again. Chad Williams could have just decided that day. He could have said, today was a day that I am going to do the thing, and he did the thing, and there you go. Not good at all. Okay, not good at all. But credit the Falls community for getting on this really quickly. You know what I'm saying? You all have a friend over here in the night audit. All right, we got to move on to the next story. Okay, listen, we got to talk about open borders, immigration, influx, all that stuff. Because this is the reason why we fight so hard over here to try to make sure that our borders stay safe and secured. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the next story, to the Morocco-Spain border. Let's go.